Shalom. First and foremost, all praises to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Racha, Kodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and labor in the word and doctrine. Shalom, meaning peace, may that be unto the elect of the nation of Israel. So Revelation 19 and 10. Prophecy, prophecy, prophecy. It's all about prophecy. Revelation 19 and 10. And I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahawashi, worship Yahawah, for the testimony of Yahawashi is the spirit of prophecy. And we'll get that word. Which that proves, we, as the Israelites, are specifically dealing with, let me just say, we as Israelites are angels in flesh. The men. Them that are teaching. Let's look. So we'll go to the word for prophecy. Because it says, a voice came out and said that the omnipotent, meaning the all-powerful, if you say, oh, that's a potent drink, and that's a strong drink. Strong's drink? Yeah, that's a strong drink if it's potent. If you come with a potent lesson, it was a strong lesson. Powerful. Yeah, so prophecy. Let's look at this. So to say before. Now, if he said, I am of thy fellow servant and of thy brethren, and he was an angel, that would mean the angels in heaven, they are the heavenly counterpart to the earthly angels, or angelos. Which, if you go into an evangelist, one that preaches the gospel, they're an angel. Because what does the word evangelist come from? Evangelion. And the EU there, that prefix means what? Means good. Then you go into angelion. The root word there is angelos, right? Or angel. Right, so a good angel. So the good news, if you're preaching the good news, you're an earthly angel. Because you'd be an evangelist. That's where you get the word angel, angelos, a messenger. So let's hear him say it.
Strong's G 4394. Prophetia. Prophetia.
Prophetia, it says prophecy, a discourse emanating from divine inspiration and declaring the purposes of Yahawah, whether by reproving and admonishing the wicked or comforting the afflicted or revealing things hidden, especially by foretelling future events. Now, what does that remind you of? Amos 3 and 7, which roughly says, Surely the Lord God, Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants the prophets. Right, what does it say? Revealing things hidden. Psalm 91 talks about the secret place, which is talking about this truth. And this truth is, first off, Yahawashi is the word. Right, let's get that straight. Read that, and he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood, and his name is called the Word of Yahawah. Revelation 19 and 13. So if this truth, this truth is Yahawashi, he is the way, the truth, and the life. Is it not written? And the testimony of Yahawashi is the spirit of prophecy. That means all the prophetic scriptures, which is the word, dealing with things to come, that's Yahawashi. So the testimony of Yahawashi, the witness, I believe that word goes into being a martyr. The testimony of Yahawashi is the spirit of prophecy. So we should all be looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi. That is a prophecy. Yeah? When everyone will see him, they that pierced him, that is a prophecy. Alright, so we should all be operating in that spirit of prophecy. It says, especially by foretelling future events, using the NT of the utterance of OT prophets. So the New Testament, meaning the writings Matthew to Revelation, dealing with the OT, Genesis to Malachi, the Apocrypha included. Because there's a lot of prophecy in the Apocrypha, so-called Apocrypha. It says, of the prediction of events relating to Hamashiach's kingdom and its speedy triumph. Yeah? It talks about how all the crowns, basically all the kingdoms get put down, man. All the kingdoms get put down and the crowns go into the head of Yahawashi. Right? And if we're co-heirs, we get whatever he gets. It says, and its speedy triumph, together with the consolation and admonitions pertaining to it, the spirit of prophecy, the divine mind to which the prophetic faculty is due, of the endowment and speech of the Christian teachers called prophets. So them teachers that believe in Hamashiach, the anointed Yahawashi, and teach, because he taught prophecy. He taught when Jerusalem is compassed around by armies, flee into the mountains, get out of there. Because what? Because a great destruction was come, and he even uttered of the OT prophets. He said, "Whosoever readeth, let him understand." Talking about the abomination of desolation in the book of Daniel. Right. So if you were in the spirit of prophecy, you would have understood that. It says the gifts and utterance of these prophets, especially the predictions of the works of which set apart to teach the gospel, will accomplish for the kingdom of Hamashiach. So it says prophecy 16 times, prophesying 3 times. Now, Yahawashi said to occupy until he returns, until he comes. This is Luke 19 and 12 through, we'll start at 11. And as they heard these things, what things? The things written above. And as they heard these things, he added and spake a parable, because he was nigh to Jerusalem, and because they thought that the kingdom of Yahawah should immediately appear. He said, therefore, a certain nobleman went into a far country to receive for himself a kingdom and to return. And he called his 10 servants and delivered them 10 pounds and said unto them, occupy till I come. Let's look at this word occupy. So there's a parable. Parables were said for a reason. Okay? It wasn't in vain. It's a long word, this, so let's hear it.
Strong's G 4231. Pragmatuomai. Pragmatuomai.
Right, that sounds like pragmatics to me. It says, to be occupied in anything, to carry on a business. Right, does it, whether the Greek word is there or not, in the King James Version, Luke 2 and 48, I believe it is, or 49, it says, let me not paraphrase it. Luke 2 and 49. And he said unto them, how is it that ye sought me? Wist ye not that I must be about my Father's business? Right, so what are we occupying until he comes, until he returns? We're occupying in his Father's business. And his Father's business, is this truth, again, the ministry. So going back into this word, occupy, pragmatuomai, to carry on a business, to carry on the business of a banker or a trader. Right, and it talks about how they would increase by trading. You don't want to be that guy that put your pound under a napkin. So, oh, well, because you're an austere man, I feared thee. Trying to play all like you're smarter than the Lord, man. Like you're gonna pull the wool over the eyes when you're the lost sheep. All right, to carry on the business of a banker or a trader. Let's look at the root word here.
Strong's G 4229. Pragma. Pragma.
That which is being done. A deed. An accomplished fact. My screen's still messed up, that's why I keep moving it up and down so I can read Salakia. Right, Lord willing, it will be fixed ASAP. It says, what is done or being accomplished, especially a business, a commercial transaction, a matter, question, affair. Spec, in a forensic sense, a matter at law, case, suit. Right, so we are lawyers in that sense, not lawyers in Levi, but we are dealing with the law. Yahawashi is the law. Again, if he's the word, that means he's prophecy. That means he's the law. Right, that he is the matter at hand. It says, at law, case, suit. It says, that which is or exists, and then it says a thing. So a thing 6 times, matter 3 times, business once, work once. So that's what we ought to be operating in, occupying until he comes. And what does it say in, I think it's Sirach 38 and 1, 39 and 1. I really can't see that. So, let me try. But he that keepeth his he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in prophecy. Oh no, Salakia. Let me read that again. Sirach 39:1. But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient, and be occupied in prophecy. Forgive me on that. The thing's covered up. I tried to recall from memory what I could remember, so I messed up that, Salakia. So we ought to be occupied in prophecy, which is what the testimony of Yahawashi. It says the testimony of Yahawashi is the spirit of prophecy. Right, and there's one more I wanted to go into, but it slipped my mind. Okay. So Daniel was a prophet. Let me see. I was going to say, if we look up his name, we'll see if it says that. Pretty sure I didn't click on Luke there. Right. So the word Daniel, or the name Daniel, which is also a word, of course, says Daniel Allah. Daniel Allah, it says Daniel equals God is my judge. It says the second son of David by Abigail, the Carmelitess. Salaki, that I don't know why that stumbled me. But we'll just read the first sentence here, which is a long sentence. It says, the fourth of the greater prophets. Alright, so Daniel's a prophet. The fourth of the greater prophets, taken as hostage in the first deportation to Babylon, because of the gift of Yahawah, of the interpretation of dreams, he became the second in command of the Babylonian Empire, and lasted through the end of the Babylonian Empire into the Persian Empire. His prophecies are the key to the understanding of end-time events, noted for his purity and holiness by contemporary prophet Ezekiel. Right, I said I'd read the first sentence, but like it says that his prophecies are the key to understanding the understanding of end-time events. Why? Because the testimony of Yahawashi is the spirit of prophecy. Now, so all them things, Esau is the end, Ishar is the end, and Jacob is the beginning of that which followeth. Now you can sort of say, Genesis 25 and 25, that name there, you can sort of say that more so, but it's when you put the dum and the it together, they tend to clip it. But anyway, so the book of Daniel. Daniel was what? One of the greater prophets, it says. Daniel 12:3, it says, and they that be wise shall shine as the brightness of the firmament. So that's what we ought to do. That's what we're striving to do. And they that be wise shall shine as the brightness of the firmament, and they that turn many to righteousness as the stars forever and ever. And that's what we're doing, Lord willing. Through the epistles, these video epistles, the sit-downs, through going out on the highways. A lot of Jake, if you ask, how did you hear about the Israelite thing? Even if it was on a video, more likely it was them interacting out on the streets, making themselves a theatron, a spectacle. So that's how you do it. Through the edification, not through any carnal means, through the edification. That's what builds up the spirit, the faith. 1 Corinthians 4:9. For I think that Yahawah hath set forth us the apostles last, as it were made appointed to death, for we are made a spectacle unto the world, and to angels, and to men. Right, and you can't be a spectacle if you're hiding all the time. Because a spectacle, let's look at this word here. Spectacle, theatron.
Strong's G 2302. Theatron.
Right, so we're not hypocrites. We're not stage actors in that sense, but we do put on a performance, if you like. Let's look at that word performance. We are seen as a spectacle. What does it say to performance? Sorry, performance. Late 15th century completion. What did Paul say? I've finished my course. I've fought a good fight. I've kept the faith. I've finished my course. It says, meaning that which is accomplished, a thing performed. An action of performing a play. That's what we do. Public entertainment, that's not what we do. Some people get entertained by it. It's not what it's for. And you may enjoy being edified. I'm not talking about that. But someone that hops around from this video to that video trying to get the best chuckle, that's not what we're trying to do. To perform, to carry into effect, fulfill, discharge, carry out what is demanded or required. Right? That's part of occupy until Yahawashi comes. So that is a performance. It's carrying out what is demanded or required. You're making, what does it say? Making full proof of thy ministry. So yeah, it is a performance, but not in that sense. Okay? So a theatron says a theatre, a place in which games and dramatic spectacles are exhibited and public assemblies held. For the Greeks, used the theatre also as a forum. And we might have a video and call it an open forum. Okay? A public show, metaph, a man who is exhibited to be gazed at and made sport of. And you're going to have scoffers and mockers. They're making, quote unquote, making sport of you. But we got to do this. We got to make ourselves, spectacle in that sense. And that's what it is. Dealing with the testimony of Yahawashi. So I read it and I sandwich it. Revelation 19 and 10. And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahawashi. Worship Yahawah, for the testimony of Yahawashi is the spirit of prophecy. Prophecy, prophecy, prophecy. Giving all praises to Yahawah, bahasham Yahawashi, bahasham Rucha Kodash. Shalom.